The Hoppe and Super Rich Show with Hoppe.
Roger Goodell is a buffoon.
Super Rich.
Unless it's a DP.
Risky.
He should have been shot.
And Timmer.
I think I need some lotion and some tissue.
Streaming on HoppeRadio.com. Hoppe and Super Rich on WNUR 89.3. Begins right now.
Play.
What's up? This is the Hoppe and Super Rich Show. I'm Ryan Hoppe.
I am Ryan Stupperich.
And who else is here? Who the hell are you?
What's up, guys? It's Timmer.
Hell yeah, the show's producer can make it in. Dude, we're so glad you are here, man. You are one of the big parts of the show. How's everything been, bro?
Everything's been great, man. Just working like a mofo, you know what I'm saying?
Call the show, 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. But maybe you're a bit shy, and you want your comment to come to us live on the air. I'm on Twitter, at Hoppe Radio 893.
You can follow me on Twitter, at Ryan Stupperich, STUPRICH.
What about you, Timmer?
I am at TIMM_3R. And where can they hear us on the TuneIn app?
They can just search up WNUR on TuneIn and listen live. So if you're in Chattanooga or Gary, Indiana, we're there for you.
Gary,
all right.
Indiana doesn't have any smartphones.
No, they don't. I don't think they have a smart IQ there either. That was a little mean. All right. So today was one of those days where I might be relocating soon, so I wanted to have like not like a day with my mom, but like she's like, do you want to go to Old Country Buffet? I'm like, sure. And then she's like, do you want to go to Ross Dress for Less?
That's a great choice for food, Old Country Buffet. Have diarrhea in the bathroom after. Family bonding at its finest.
But I mean, it was a good time. Then we went to Ross. Well, here's the thing: we're hanging out with my mom. It's fun for a while because we'll play some talk radio we both like Adam Carolla or Rover in the aux cord. But then she begins talking, and she gets offended, and then she begins talking more. And she just starts acting like a mom wherever we go, you know, where she embarrasses your kid. My kid wants to go on the radio. My kid wants to go on the radio.
And I'm sure you love that.
Because even though I'm very edgy on the air, I'm also very soft-spoken, and I don't walk around going, do you know I'm the host of the Hoppe and Super Rich Show at WNUR? You never hear me do that, ever.
Stop lying.
Yeah, I walk into Burger King. Can I get some chicken fries? I'm Ryan Damn Hoppe.
I could see you doing that as you get older, though. Like, I'm the #1 morning show in Cleveland.
I run Chattanooga. I'm #1 in Anchorage, damn it.
Yeah.
That's the market I want to be in.
Right. Yeah.
No, you don't dream of New York City or Los Angeles or Chicago or San Francisco.
Dream of Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, my God. So it was a great day, but it was funny. Me and my mom, when we went shopping, we went to Myers, and there's that moment where you walk out. I took a selfie of it. It's at Ryan Hoppe on Instagram.
Yes.
You see snow, and it's not the little drizzle snow, the little flakes. You see actual snow, and you see it on your car, and you just go, why? Why? You know what I mean? Like, we had such an awful winter. We had such an awful summer. We got robbed of a summer. We had nice days, but I wanted scorching hot where you're sweating, where you're at the pool, where you're at the beach, and the hot bitches are looking so sexy in their beach outfit wear.
Now they're bundled up like mummies.
Right.
Dressed up like nuns.
Yeah, exactly.
But we got robbed of a summer, and now it's just like deja vu. Like, time flew by so fast. I feel like it's December 2013 with the snow. I hate it. God, I hate snow. I hate shoveling. I hate wiping it off the car. I hate that driving all of a sudden becomes a hazard. And every time you drive a mile, You're risking your life because people don't know how to drive, and there's that chance that there's black ice. Gotta hate snow.
How about the morning walk to your car? It's more like a brisk sprint.
Or how about when you have to get up earlier, A, to shovel because it snowed so much overnight, or B, to wipe your car, or C, to warm up your car when it's negative 20 degrees out. I don't know if I believe in God, but I believe in Mother Nature being a goddamn bitch.
Wow.
That's what I believe in. Screw you, honey.
Tell 'em how you
dumb
really feel.
whore. God, enough of Mother Nature. What a piece of dirt. All right. So it's just that moment where you see the snow and you're just like, no. Okay, so you wipe off the snow. Me and my mom hung out for a little bit more. Because this is at like 7 p.m. We went out to eat at 4. We did some shopping. We get home at 7. I usually leave to go to the show around 9 p.m. just to get here at 10, just so that I'm in safe and we're not locked out. And it takes me usually 35 minutes to get here. It took me 65 minutes to get here.
Yeah.
I thought I was in Atlanta. People all of a sudden forgot how to drive. People were A, going too fast, or B, going too slow.
That's the worst thing when they're going too fast. I understand going, slower than normal, but not extremely slow, obviously.
You know what, though? It's always the first and the last snows of the season where people just don't know how to drive or just don't give a damn.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then when you look at them and they're going 10 miles per hour, they're like, well, you're the idiot that's going the speed limit. Screw you. You're putting yourself at danger because people might be going 40 and they might crash into you. Be responsible, you morons, you dim-witted idiots. Here's my other thing I hated. God, do I forget how scary it is. I'm not saying I was speeding on the road, but I'm going like 45 and like a 40. And that moment where you're going to the red light and your car's not coming to a stop and you're pressing hard and you're just like, why is it not stopping? And you go, oh, yeah, that's right, because there was slush and snow on the ground. And the snow is not all the way plowed, which I will get to. And you can feel the snow like bumping on your foot. Like there's nothing worse than that. Because you don't want to get into a car crash, and you're in that moment, you're in that zone where you're like, I do not want to get into a car crash right now. I just want to get to my radio show. I just want to get to the grocery shop. Where you're in that zone, Super Rich Timmer, where you are like, nothing bad's going to happen. I am so focused. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Well, you drive with a lead foot anyway, so.
What do you mean?
Like, you're taking off from stop signs, 0 to 60 in like 10,
A lead foot, yeah.
of a mile.
How scared are you when you're in the car with me? Are you like frightened for your life? Like, are you grabbing on each side of the car like you're on a roller coaster? Like, oh no!
I'm making sure the snapback and the seatbelt works.
And you have it extra tight.
Yeah, lose some fingernails in the door frame.
Yeah, that's why I don't drive with you. I've only driven with you a few times.
Am I that bad?
Dude, I had to follow you.
You're a pretty bad driver in all honesty,
time,
yes.
The last time we left here and I had to follow you, I'm like, every time we stopped at a sign.
Okay, well, no, listen. That was different. That was a one-way street, and we had to drop off K-Wall, and I didn't know the area, and I was also up for 20 hours, so that wasn't a good example. But
It's an example nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's not
Shut
a good
up.
one.
No, but listen. What's so bad about my driving before I get to another point? Just
You're on
tell
your
me.
phone while you drive.
You're aggressive.
You speed past people that are going too slow for your
beep
liking.
At people that
I
are
honk
avoiding
at
potholes.
What's up, Timmer?
You beep at people that are avoiding potholes like
Or-
you think they're drunk.
Yeah, yes, that is my one thing.
Every driver on the road's a drunk driver to you.
Yeah, right.
It's so true because I hate drunk drivers so much. I've actually reported to the Joliet police and Des Plaines.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
yes, I have yet to hear back with my check, you pigs. But that's a different side now. But yeah, I tend to think just because you swerve a little, my mind goes, oh yeah, they're drunk. I'm going to begin honking at them. Like I have a little bit of a road rage. Like sometimes, shut up. Sometimes driving with me is like GTA. Like you're afraid for your life.
You
But
drive
here's-
like you got a 5-star wanted level.
I bet when you go to the post office, it says like all the terrorists from overseas and ISIS, and then it says my picture and my wacky Twitter profile picture at Hoppe Radio 893 with my hands up. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, I bet I'm wanted. I bet I am wanted for being a reckless driver. Like, I got pulled over coming back from Cleveland. I went, well, first of all, with my car, before I say how fast I was going, you forget how fast you're going because no one's in front of you and you're trying to get home safe and soon.
True.
I got pulled over for going 89 and a 70. And the worst part about
It's
those
not
pigs,
awful.
the worst part about those dirtbag pieces of dirt, state trooping C words, is that when you pass a cop in Illinois, you're immediately pulled over. So you at least think you're safe. But when you pass them and you slow down, they don't mess around. Because they
Was that
almost...
in Ohio or in Indiana?
Indiana.
Indiana, okay.
I got pulled over twice. Once in Ohio, once in Indiana, because I was going fast. I'm just trying to get to Cleveland, but it's a 6-hour drive. The first time I got away with it, whatever. Second time I get a ticket. Both times they do that thing where when you slow down, the cops know you're speeding, but they see you're at least attempting to try and be a better driver. Like here in Chicago, they never pull you over when you slow down past them because they respect it.
That's true, yeah.
But these pieces of dirt, these scumbag leeches, these little guys with their little cowboy trooper hats on, looking like Clint Eastwood from the 60s, they will trail you for 5 miles, even though you're doing nothing wrong, and then pull you over. If you're going to pull me over, you scumbags, at least do it immediately so you don't get my hopes up that I got away with it. You dirtbags, you cretins. Ugh. And then they're like, do you know why I'm pulling you over? I'm in the middle of Elkhart, Indiana. What do you think it's for? Doing meth? Am I Walter White, you piece of dirt Joe Schmo, who has an average-ass wife, average-ass house, and you have to get your quotas in because it's in Elkhart, Indiana? There's no crime in Elkhart, Indiana. There's nothing in Elkhart besides pigs and cops. They're both two different type of pigs. So that's my little rant on cops. But here's what I'm getting at. What is it with the whole snow plowing phenomenon? Skokie does it well. Evanston does it well. Morton Grove does it well. And if you're listening in a different city, those are suburbs that we go to. Welcoming to Evanston, which is home to WNUR Northwestern Radio. They plow beautifully. The roads are safe. You can see the lines in between the roads. The highways are plowed. But the towns...
The highways are very good, yeah.
But the town that I live in, Arlington Heights, the town that I live next to, Des Plaines, Palatine, Mount Prospect, they don't plow that well. You slide on the road. How hard is it to plow a road? And if these guys are so incompetent, don't you think you can find someone who would want to do it? There's a pretty high unemployment rate right now. I'm pretty sure any guy who's out of work, who's used to work in a union, would love to be a plower. You know what I mean? You get paid. Like, why are these suburbs like Arlington Heights, Palatine not plowing? I know there's a lot of snow coming down, but if you can't do it with the little snow we got today, oh boy, this is going to be a long winter.
Wait, but would you use all those resources to plow this little bit of snow, dude?
Get the job done. Why is it any different in Skokie, Morton Grove, or the other suburbs, but the ones that I live in around me? Don't do it.
I don't think they got anything else to do over there.
Over where?
By you. If they're already out there with plows in full force.
There is really nothing to do in my town besides like go out to eat and like bust up kids who are smoking marijuana. I've never done it. I just know about things. I'm just saying, I don't get why one town can get away with it. No, I don't get why 3 different type of towns, super rich, do it beautifully, and then the towns that we live in don't do it as well. Do we have a call?
We will
He's
find
screening.
out.
Yeah, man.
But do you see where, like, how's Mundelein? How do they plow? Because where I live, it's atrocious, and I don't get where it comes from.
It seems all right by me. It depends. It's sort of the more popular the road is, the more traffic the road has, they plow it more. But certain side streets and certain things,
like, do
nothing's
every
plowed.
road. Just do it just out of the courtesy of your heart. Cause
This is the first snowfall, though. I don't know if
but
people
that's
were
not a
fully
good sign.
prepared for it.
That's not a good sign. If you can't deal with this, we're not going to deal with this bad winter. I predict that this winter will be worse than the vortex. I predict this will be one of the worst winters of all time.
Yeah.
Just because it's bad already after Halloween, it used to be hot on Halloween. So, Super Rich, if they can't get the job done now, they might never be able to get it done.
Well, that's true.
If you can't do an inch of snow, Super Rich, how are you going to do it when it's like 10 inches coming down, negative 10 degrees? Are these guys just lazy Joe Schmoes trying to get the job done? Like, think about it. This is someone's life at risk every time you don't plow the snow because of cars driving.
All right.
You dim-witted idiots.
Let me put it this way, dude. less than 2 inches of snow. Think of all the overtime you got to pay them guys to plow, especially at this time of night.
Well, then pay them that. Or why don't we have the snow plowers?
Was it really that bad, though, in the places?
Yes, it was bad. Arlington Heights displays, I couldn't even see the yellow line that separates the road and each 2 lanes. Like, they're not doing their job at all. Are you that incompetent or lazy that you just want to go back and watch college football, you douchebags? Like, what is your problem?
I think they're saving their money for the prostitutes and the blow and all that stuff.
I know. They're saving it for the blow. All the hookers that you can get in good old Arlington Heights. All of the prostitutes that you can get to perform third base coming out of Palatine. I feel disrespected. I feel used when some towns do a great job, even on the side roads.
Well, here's your solution, man. Take it to the town hall meeting next Wednesday.
Can you imagine me at a town hall meeting?
Oh, my God. Everyone would be like, what's this guy's problem? It's the first snowfall.
Listen up, bitches. This is Hoppe from the Hoppe and Super Rich Show.
And then I show up and they're like, this is the youngest kid ever. What are you, the new intern? Like, they'd be surprised I had a thought on my mind.
Yeah.
I just think it's an awful precedent.
Make sure you wear your Mr. Plow jacket.
Timmer.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Mr. Plow, you got it right here.
Hello, I'm Mr. Plow. Are you tired of having your hands cut off by snow blowers?
Absolutely.
And the inevitable heart attacks that come with shoveling snow? Uh-huh. Then call Klondike 53226. Call now and receive a free T-shirt.
I love this
But
song.
I'm a real tightwad. Can I afford this remarkable system?
Absolutely. My prices are so low, you'll think I've suffered brain damage.
You are fully bonded and licensed by the city, aren't you, Mr. Plow?
Shut up, boy. So remember, call Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
All right.
Well, John Q. Driveway has our number. Now we play the waiting game.
His way.
So we already got a call on this subject, Hoppe. Did you want to take it?
Who is him?
It's K-Wall.
Hey, Wall.
What up?
How you doing?
What do you want?
What do you want? Thanks for calling, K-Wall. What do you want?
What do you have to say? You're on the radio.
All right. Funny story. I was just
Is it?
I was just at what was that? I was at the Speedway right at Arlington Heights and
Yeah.
Palatine.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm turning the corner
Right?
and I slide. I slide to the point where I almost hit like the median.
The same thing happened to me.
Maybe you shouldn't do 90 through a turn.
Shut up.
I was doing 20.
Yeah, sure you were.
20, 10.
Do you want to hear what happened to me, K-Wall?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm driving down, I don't know what road it is, but it's the one you go all the way down when you pass by those malls in Skokie. And there were roadblocks. And when you look at the roadblock, it's because there was like 5 cops, and there's a Corvette that crashed into like 4 cars. So you can assume the Corvette was going fast.
I would think so, yeah.
I don't think the Corvette was going by the speed limit. And here's the problem. There's a bus that's waiting to get through because the cops are kind of waving you through. And my brakes, I wasn't going fast at all. I swear to God, I was focused. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't playing with the radio. I was focused. But my car was not at all working. The brakes were not braking at all. So I'm in the right lane, so I'm right by the sidewalk. I ended up going on the sidewalk, going on the grass, and going through a residential neighborhood. Because if my brakes wouldn't have worked, I would have hit the bus. I'm going to have to talk to my mom. There's something wrong with her brakes because the old car we used to have never did that.
Do you have the anti-lock brakes where they like pump real fast?
I don't know, dude. It was scary, and I was going to speed limit, and they kept it wasn't working. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I don't want to crash into a CTA bus. What?
What?
What? Say it. You're
Spit
on the
it
radio.
out.
All right.
Today, Junior.
Today.
Yeah. There was actually another story that had to do with snow.
Yeah, make it quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
Long story short, it was
Good.
That was a great story. Thanks for calling.
It was New Year's Day. I was hungover as heck from the party before I was on 53.
Oh, yeah.
Some idiot almost runs into the concrete barrier, then, like, slides right in front of me. I was, like, trying to figure out of the way. I ended up doing I ended up spinning out 3 times and somehow managed not to crash.
Well, you're very lucky then, yeah.
Cars, and the barrier. Like, it was the scariest, 30 seconds of my life.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, thanks for calling in and sharing your story. So going back to this article.
Quick,
Yeah,
I have something
go
happen
ahead.
to me like K-Wall. Me and my friends are maniacs. On New Year's Eve, the same day as K-Wall, we went sledding at the sledding hill, and these guys were flicking us off. It's like 1 a.m. We're sledding. It's like negative degrees out, and it's just like ice, and we're trying to climb up the hill.
When was this, yesterday?
No, this is not on New Year's Day. This is from 2013 to 2014. And it's at this nice sledding hill in the suburb I've lived by.
And you were 20 years old at this time?
Yes. What are you getting at?
You're sledding, dude.
Okay, listen to me. So we're trying to climb up the hill, and we keep sliding down because this is during the vortex, like January 1st, 2014-ish, like 1 a.m, and we're sledding. And we keep sliding because it's just pure ice. So these drunk guys, these frat guys, have these beers out the window. And they're like, you guys are losers. You guys keep slipping. They crash into the curb, and there's a cop behind them, and they got arrested for a DUI.
That's hilarious.
Because they had the beer out the window.
Right,
They're like,
right.
Happy New Year, you losers. And they crashed into the... And there's a cop that had the lights on. Dude, it was one of the most awesome moments because his window was down, and he, did that thing where he had the beer out the window, and he, shifts it in real quick. I hope the cop didn't see it, even though the cop had the bright lights on. He got a DUI.
What a dork.
Good. Especially when you're drunk driving on New Year's and it's snowing out. The combination for badness.
That's an awful idea.
So,
to go
Super
driving.
Rich, it is the snowy season. Before we get to the article, how bad do you think the snow is going to be? I think it's going to be all-time bad.
It'll be like the same as last year, that's sort of how it is every year. So you just live with it. I don't know.
So what does it say?
So this is in Guile, Wisconsin, which is actually near my summer home in Manitowish Waters, Wisconsin. This is in Iron County, which is one county north, near the near the Wisconsin and Michigan border up there in the UP. Conditions have been nearly perfect in recent days to create lake-effect snow along Lake Superior's South Shore, including in Guile in Iron County. And this is Guile, Wisconsin, or Gile, I don't know how to say it. With cold northwest winds blowing across the still warm surface waters of Lake Superior, moisture from the lake evaporates into the air, then blows on shore and elevates into clouds, and when it gets far enough inland, falls as snow. And they're getting 4 feet of snow there.
You never want to be by a lake. Remember that one time back in March, it was snowing right by the lake because WNUR is right on Lake Michigan.
And then it wasn't snowing anywhere else. It wasn't snowing a couple miles away from the lake.
When it's snowing out, you never want to be by a lake. That's just a way to get into a car crash. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's bad. It is.
What else does it say?
Reports of 30-plus inches were common in the snow belt by Thursday, with Ashland reporting more than 17 inches, Saxon at 31.1, and Hurley at 36. Hurley's about, I'd say 45 minutes from my summer home.
I've been to Hurley. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's the middle of nowhere. If you're listening in a different city on TuneIn, it's just like another town.
Well, there's nothing in Wisconsin once you get past Madison as it is, and then...
There's really nothing in Milwaukee, in general.
Yeah, but, as far as, actual neighborhoods, schools, normal people. And then you get up to the weird part, although I love it up there in the northern part of Wisconsin. But nearby hills seem to have scoured the snow that falls on the hamlet of Guile, which is a bit lower along the Guile flowage, a old sawmill location. So Guile's only a few miles from Hurley, Ironwood, and Saxon. That's all up there by the UP. Also, it's the snowiest place in the region that's covered by the National Weather Service in Duluth, Minnesota.
The word snow just makes me sick. It just makes me want to yak.
Except on Christmas. A light snowfall on Christmas is really pretty, but other than that, it gets
If it
gets
can
kind of
snow
annoying.
on just December 25th and that's it, then I'm cool. But even leading up, but then when it's February and March and April, it's go away, Mother Nature, you dumb bitch.
Right.
You
So
skank.
that's about it for this. Obviously it's a little harder. They have over 4 inches of snow up there. So people are using tractors to plow snow because it's a little more durable.
Yeah.
And just a lot of stuff.
My mom's
that's going
weird.
on.
She likes shoveling because it reminds her of being a kid. So she will not buy a tractor and she will not buy a snow plower. So it kills my back shoveling, dude. Like I have.
I don't mind shoveling. I mean, it's the only time I really do like physical work. So
dude,
it's all right.
I have a bad back, so shoveling's horrible.
Although imagine my driveway. I have a long ass sidewalk, so I mean I have. And my dad has to have that sidewalk completely cleared numerous times a day. He's very anal about that. So I always, I'm out there for well over an hour shoveling our driveway on our sidewalk.
I hate it. And then it just keeps falling, and then my mom has to get up for work at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So you have to get up at 4, and you just went to bed at 2 because you're a night owl, and it's just...
I mean, your driveway isn't as big as mine, but it's still, it's just a pain to shovel. I mean, everybody hates it.
Because it's so heavy. Raking's not fun, but raking doesn't annoy me. Raking's a bitch, but raking isn't like just where it makes you miserable. You get it done, and then you go drink a beer and watch a football game. Literally... Shoveling is just like it takes the wind out of you. It's actually a workout. Like there's actually a site that counts how many calories you lose shoveling. Like it's actually a workout.
Yeah, no, it is because you're lifting all that heavy snow. But before we go to break here, I also I'm a funny thing about like every time I shovel and snow, I always get like pretty warm. So you'll see me out there like in a t-shirt shoveling, which Ryan Hoppe would just make him freeze just thinking about that.
What'd you say again?
Like I'll shovel outside in like a t-shirt because I get too hot.
And what temperature?
It doesn't matter if I get too hot shoveling. I'll take off my jacket and my hat. I'll just have my gloves on because my hands would get really cold.
You see, Hoppe, when people work out, they kind of sweat.
Okay. No, but listen. When I used to be 295 pounds, I hated being hot. I'm not even bragging about the weight loss because I hate scumbags who want to impress everybody by saying how much they lost weight. But I've lost 60 pounds, and ever since then, I get cold in 50-degree weather. I shiver. Like
you shouldn't be cold in 50-degree weather, no matter how big or small you
cold,
are.
But I mean, I used to be able to walk shirtless. I'll wear a hoodie. What I'm getting at is there's something with me, and you've noticed this, and we've talked about this before in the air. I love being hot. Like, just the idea of the sun glazing on you or being in a hot tub.
Yeah, I hate that.
Or having sex with a hot girl. I just love
I don't like
things.
it when it's warmer than 80 out. If it's warmer than 80, I hate it. But
I love it.
My ideal weather would be if it's like 60 and sunny year round. That would be my ideal, which is why San Diego is the place for me, right? It never gets really hotter than 70.
Arizona is where we have a problem, where it's dry heat, or Texas.
Oh, God, it's like 110. Although there is no humidity, so it never feels as hot as it does here when it's like 90.
But frankly, Super Rich, before we go to break, any city that can get us a radio job, if it's 20 inches of snow an hour or it's 110 degrees.
I don't mind working up in northern Wisconsin. I could stay at my house then up there.
As long as we're employed, that's all that matters. Right, Timmer?
That's right.
Coming up, the Hoppe and Super Rich Show.
All right, what is coming up for segment 2 of the show?
Coming up, a woman allegedly took $100,000 to take a nude photo of a child for a sex offender.
Oh, boy.
That's a lot of junk there.
I will tell you this right now. I'm about to rant.
And a man is accused, it gets worse, of molesting 2 boys in a bathroom at Dave & Buster's.
Oh, my God. I don't want to be dirty, but please tell us, if you've ever been touched, does it affect your life? Because I've been wanting to get one of these calls. You can be anonymous, you're Joe Schmo, but, like, how awful is it?
I got a story.
You do?
And Timmer has a story about it, too, that he'll get into in the second segment.
Okay, so all I'm saying is I want to wake up the Chicagoland area about how awful pedophilia is, because we kind of sweep it under the rug. Call us, 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. We'll be right back. Hang on.